Christianity. Saints use the most enthusiastic expressions when they speak of the excellence of the Our Father. St. John Chrysostom, what prayer could be more true before God the Father than that which the Son, who is truth, uttered with his own lips? Blessed St. Thomas à Kempis, the Lord's Prayer surpasses all the prayers of the saints. It excels all the loving affections of inspired souls. It comprises all the sayings of the prophets and the sweet words of the Psalms. Happy he who ponders on the words of the Lord, the golden words of the Our Father. St. Augustine, if we pray in the right manner, we can say nothing else but what is contained in the Lord's Prayer. The Our Father includes in itself the most excellent prayer. St. Thomas of Aquin, the Lord's Prayer is the most excellent. The loveliness of the Hail Mary. Of all the prayers to the Mother of God, we should pray the Hail Mary with special preference, because it is the most pleasing to her and gives her unspeakable joy. As the Our Father was composed by Christ, so the Hail Mary was given to us by the most blessed Trinity. From all eternity it was born in the bosom of the triune God, sanctified and sweetened therein, and in time placed on the lips of the Archangel Gabriel. He who prays the Hail Mary utters not a human, a natural prayer, but rather a divine, a supernatural prayer, a prayer of which every word contains a heavenly power. What prayer could be more pleasing to the Mother of God than that composed in her honor by the Blessed Trinity and transmitted to her by the angel? By no other prayer has she been so highly honored. Never was so much joy and sweetness imparted to her as by the Hail Mary. For when she first heard this salutation, she became the spouse of the Holy Ghost. The Mother of God and the Most High became incarnate in her bosom. The prayer dearest to Mary. It is plain from Our Lady's words to Saint Mactilde that no prayer is dearer to her than the Hail Mary. This saint once addressed the Mother of God thus during Holy Mass: O Holy Mother of God, were it in my power to greet thee with the sweetest salutation ever conceived by human heart, I would be most happy to do so. Instantly the Blessed Virgin appeared to her with a silver shield on her bosom, in which was engraved the letters of gold, the Ave Maria, and said, No one has yet surpassed this salutation, and no one can salute me with sweeter words than those of the Hail Mary, with which the Blessed Trinity greeted me. Man can form no idea of the sweetness I experienced when first I heard this salutation. The rapture that Mary experienced at the Annunciation is renewed at every devout Hail Mary, as was revealed to St. Gertrude. This privileged virgin beheld it in a vision. When the Hail Mary was chanted at Matins, 3 streamlets flowed from the Blessed Trinity into the heart of Mary. These signified the exceedingly great sweetness which was poured into the heart of Mary by the adorable Trinity at this angelic salutation. From this you learn, Christian soul, the beauty and value of the Hail Mary. Resolve to recite this beautiful prayer whenever possible. When you are going up the stairs, say a Hail Mary, as did St. Catherine of Siena. On your way to church, or when you go on an errand, say a Hail Mary. If you do not wish to say it vocally, say it in your heart, and you will offer a precious gift to the Queen of Heaven. St. Catherine of Siena always had the pious custom of venerating Mary most zealously with the angelic salutation. She recited this greeting whenever she saw a picture of the Mother of God, or whenever she commenced some work. Through this practice, she obtained the grace of a constant heavenly purity. The devout Thomas à Kempis often exhorted his disciples, Salute Mary with the angelical salutation, for she delights to hear this heavenly sound. As soon as I address the Blessed Virgin with the words of the angel, Hail Mary, the heavens exult, the earth marvels, Satan is put to flight, hell trembles, joy returns, my heart is inflamed with holy devotion. Yes, I feel such consolation in my heart that I am not capable of expressing it in words. we can understand how the renowned Suarez was willing to exchange his works for a single Hail Mary devoutly prayed. What are the grandest labors of genius side by side with this sublime abridgment of the glories of Mary, dictated by God himself? In saying the Hail Mary piously, we share in its treasures of light and love. Preaching in the presence of many theologians, Blessed Alanus proved definitely that every word of the Ave Maria is a jewel, and that he who recites it devoutly offers many gems to the Heavenly Mother. Since every word of the Hail Mary is a jewel, endeavor to pronounce each word with fervor and devotion, that you may be able to present your dear mother with gems of most precious value. Oh, how great will be her love for you, if daily you offer her so many priceless jewels. If we wish to love Mary sincerely, we must begin to pray the Hail Mary with true devotion. Then we, too, may hope to experience the fulfillment of St. Bonaventure's words. Mary always salutes us with some grace whenever we salute her with a Hail Mary. St. Alphonsus wrote a treatise on prayer containing this forcible admonition, which is well suited for the conclusion of our little work. Among all the spiritual works I have published, the treatise on prayer is certainly the most beneficial for the faithful, because prayer is an indispensable and certain means to obtain eternal happiness and all necessary graces. I wish it were possible for me to have as many copies of it printed as there are Christians on earth, in order that I could give one to each, and all without exception might realize how important it is to pray in order to be saved. This absolute necessity of prayer is explained in all holy books and is clearly and emphatically recommended by the Fathers of the Church. At the same time, I know that the faithful are neglecting this powerful means of salvation. I especially deplore the fact that preachers and confessors do not speak more on this subject, and that spiritual books, even those most widely circulated, do not insist on it sufficiently, although there is nothing that ought to be more deeply impressed on the people than the necessity of prayer. Let us then be wholly penetrated by the importance of prayer, because, as a rule, all the adults who enter heaven are saved only by this means. May everyone who desires to be saved apply himself to prayer with more zeal, for prayer is the key to the treasures of God. Alas, how many unfortunate souls lose the grace of God, commit sin, and finally lose heaven, because they do not pray and ask God for the necessary assistance.
Extra copies of this audio tape are $2, or 20 copies for $10, or 50 copies for $25, or 75 copies for $35. All prices include shipping. For other audios, videos, magazines, or books from Most Holy Family